It's right here. It specifically outlines them, the states and all the people in there. Any government, non-government, anybody in their official capacity, it's all in there. So why not give yourself more power? Y'all still, I know the trademark might cost you $250, $400 tops. $500, you get somebody else to do it for you. You're gonna spend the $500 anyway. You're gonna spend $500. Everybody in here is gonna spend $500 this year. That's just a fact. That's what's gonna happen. So why not spend it on getting yourself registered, getting yourself trademarked? I'm not selling the process. I'm not selling you anything. I'm just telling you this will benefit your life. Copyrights, patents, trademarks, and Derek stepped on this for a second. He kind of just breezed by it. He just breezed by it. How many of y'all ever read the Homestead Act? I'm gonna show y'all something. Most people, this is from, you're not getting my picture I'm talking about. This is from the Homestead Act. 1862, people came over here, started taking up land, doing all this stuff. They made this Homestead Act where you come in, you sit on a plot of property for 5 years, and you keep it, claim up to 160 acres. Guess when this law was repealed? Somebody give me a date. Somebody give me a date when y'all think this law was repealed, Homestead Act. That's when they stopped you being able to get 160 acres of surveyed land by just claiming it. 1976. By 1976, it was repealed in 48 states. By 1976. There's still 2 states where you can go do this and get what's called, let me show y'all something, because you probably never heard of this. And get what's called a land patent. Anytime you see patent, trademark, or copyright, you need to perk your ears up. You need to perk your ears up. Alaska, Alaska's one of them. You need to perk your ears up when y'all start hearing patent or trademark. A document that officially transfers ownership of a piece of land from the government to a private citizen. Keyword. Let's get that here. Let's get a land patent. And then you go to, and then if you want to, I'm just going to take a nap off to lower your time. Every time go too fast, right? Yep. and this is by way, so the supreme authority over land is going to be who has the land patent. Underneath there, you got a load of your title, then you got your deeds, titles, and whatever the hell they're giving y'all now, which is basically certifications. You don't even own the shit no more because they're just taxing you right up out of it. So they used to have the Homestead Act, and that was this law on its own. It was transferred over to the Bureau of Land Management, who still basically has all the authorities. These people on this website that you probably never heard of, probably never went to, they're the ones controlling all the property. They're the ones that keep all the patents. They know where all the patents at. They have everything registered. This is where you can search them. Y'all out here buying titles and deeds and warranty deeds and all this bullshit and getting taxed out of your house before it closed on. You need to switch up your strategy. We need to switch our strategies up. We're using the shit that they just produced to us on commercials and infomercials. Remax said, hey, come over here and pay us 20% down, so we just been doing that. You need to learn how to get the shit free. Why are you paying for the land that's already yours?
Absolutely. I think someone in the comments, Miss Sally Cocaine, I think she was asking, do you do any one-on-ones or offer?
What are you trying to get a one-on-one for?
Well, information you give to them right there.
So what I'm working on right now is my mentorship. I'll give you a little look in here. They keep changing my freaking websites around. I'm starting to hate Wix. Every time I come on here, something's different. So what we're doing in my mentorship, right now we're going over, it's going to be for the rest of the year. We're going over privacy and property. Right now we're doing privacy and property. So understanding NPI, non-public information, That's per their codes. This is their language. Non-public information is what they call it. So when somebody is using your non-public information, it's a violation of the codes. When an institution is using your non-public information without your consent, authorization, or authority, it becomes a violation. So all of these are in my mentorship. For those that go to the website at standardcredit.org, you won't be able to see these videos unless you're in the membership. You have to have the gold membership. So we're doing all these videos. I'm gonna make it all nice and pretty. This is the editor's look. Y'all won't even see it like this. But I'm gonna make it nice and pretty. We're gonna be going over privacy and property for the rest of this month. Then we're gonna be going into business, funding, strategies, acquisition. We're going to be doing a little bit of acquisition from a private perspective, but we're also going to go into it from a business perspective. Then we're going to go into trust. Then we're going to go into trademark, registration, publication. Everything that happens in commerce out here is done by registration, publication, documentation. So I'm going to be showing y'all how to keep y'all documentation. That includes a little bit of court stuff. I know everybody wants me to redo the court class. Court is a lot. I don't want to do it again. We'll do it. We'll go over the documentation that you need. Other than that, you're just gonna have to be able to. It's an administrative process. Send notice. Most of the time, you don't have to go to court if your documentation is good. Then we're going to be going over registration and publication. If you can't afford to register something, you need to publish it. And publishing is basically just giving public notice. It's all the same thing. So when we're making claims, say I go to Osiris's house. I leave my jacket over there. I can't get mad at him for having my jacket if I never claim to him, hey, I left my jacket. I can't get mad at him if I never say, hey, I left my jacket. Hey, can I come back and get my jacket? So y'all have to start making claims, right? The things that are yours, your securities, your credits, your money, your instruments, whatever it is that you're trying to get, you need to make a claim. One of those claims could be publication, registration. Either way, you're going to need documentation. Me and John are also doing a mentorship. We're going to meet every Monday. My mentorship is on the weekend. It'll be Saturday or Sunday. We're doing tomorrow at noon. John's is Monday. John, we're going to be going over the ABCs, accounting, banking, credit, equity, funding, government. So we got a whole bunch of stuff that we're going to be doing with John for the rest of the year. This one is just me. Maybe John will pop in there. I got a couple people that may pop up, give off some information if they feel so inclined. I do got one guy coming in to talk about taxes. Maybe if John wants, he may come in and talk about trust, filing the court case, recording the public record. Exactly. It's all documentation, publication, recording. It's all recording because everything goes by way of proof, by way of evidence. So we have to understand how to get organized. Start. Your documentation needs to be A1. When I'm coming at these companies with a stack like this, they're not going to play with me. They're going to play with me, and I got this much documentation. You can't. It's impossible. How are you going to win? When you know the law and you keep good documentation. People be ready to quit their jobs when they read my notices.
Exactly, because they know they take that oath underneath the Constitution, and therefore when they violate the Constitution, your job is done, buddy.
And a lot of them, people getting mad because Trump wants to give all these people immunity. Who cares about their immunity? Who cares? I'm about to hit you in your private capacity.
Exactly.
Police officer, what are you talking about? I'm talking to the man.
Exactly. I'm in an individual and private capacity. Where you gonna run to that? Nowhere.
Ain't no running. There is no running. So I want us all to be thinking about how we can get more organized, how we can get more documentation, how we can start rising to the next level, because everything is going to be by way of you. It's not me, it's you. You got to start changing your outlook, changing your methods, changing your strategies. That's what the mentorship is all about. I mean, I could tell y'all laws and regulations and processes all day, but the mentality that has to change is yours, because we can't go around, oh, everybody's hurting me, everybody's doing this, and you're not doing anything to stop it. You gotta start standing on business. You can prove it's your identity as you've been using it since kindergarten. Right. Man, I did this was weird. Man, that's crazy, Derek, that you said that, because that's exactly what I was talking about last weekend in the mentorship. Literally last weekend, I'm like, the first thing y'all learned was how to write your name on that piece of paper, and it said your name. My daughter in first grade, going into first grade, she just learned how to write her name. So if you got documentation going back to when you were 4 years old, that you were using that name, it's trespassing.
And then you don't have to work for nobody more the rest of your life.
No, I just get checks. I'm sitting here and see who done messed with my information today. It never stops. I told TransUnion, no, it was Equifax. I told Equifax, I'll take 1/10 of the payment that you're offering if you stop using my name. They said, how about this? We'll add 2 zeros. We're not going to stop using the name. The dude told me they can't. They don't know how. The system's automatic. They're like, even and he slipped up and said this on the recording. I ain't gonna publish it due to the NDA, but he slipped up and said on the recording, even the people that opt out, they still taking information. You opt out, they still taking information. They're trying not to sell it. These computers are out of control. They're out of control. Expecting invoice every month. That's what I should have told his ass. Well, my lawyer, this is because I did go get an attorney. I know everybody think do everything yourself. I don't do that. I'm not about to be in these people's faces. I'm not about to be doing 9-hour depositions. If y'all realize how often this stuff was happening, you would understand how crazy it is to think that I'm about to sit there and do this for every institution that exists ever. But if my lawyer said as soon as they do it again, which they did, maybe I think it was 6 or 7 days after the settlement, they did it again. Oh, you got this on the report. Oh, this showed up. And now, whenever I get bored or when I want some money, I gotta get you again. And it just gets bigger and bigger because it becomes egregious. Like, hey, we've been over this. If y'all seen how much money these people been paying me, you'll be like, oh my fucking God. They can't get right. They can't. They don't know how. I don't think any of these institutions know how. But I'm not gonna stay on here all day. I'll get up out of here. For those interested in the mentorship, it is on the link tree. I do one-on-ones. I don't want to do a lot of one-on-ones because all the issues are the same. I know people like the step-by-step handhold, but if we could do it in a group, I think it's more powerful for everybody. Here we go. Preview. Let's preview. The membership is the third thing in here. I'm gonna make it the first. Make the first thing in here. It's $300 one time. It's for the rest of the year. You have access to all the videos on there. All of the rest of the videos I'm gonna be doing for the rest of this year, which is crazy. That is a lot. So it's getting bigger and bigger. I think the kids are home now. I'ma hop off. Peace.
Oh well, my student did this. My student, I don't gotta do that. I'll let y'all testify to justify. I don't gotta say shit.